AI Business Brief for April 15, 2026. Google launched skills in Chrome, letting you save and reuse AI prompts with one click. Apple blocked vibe coding apps like anything from the App Store, twice, forcing developers to rethink how they build mobile tools. HubSpot documented how they became the top CRM, customer relationship management, in AI search results, with AI referrals converting at 3x traditional search. Here's the full breakdown of today's top AI stories for your business. AI Business Brief April 15, 2026. Next section, lead story. Next section, Google Skills in Chrome. Your repetitive AI prompts just got a shortcut. Google rolled out Skills in Chrome, and if you use Gemini for anything repetitive, this matters. Here's what it does. You write an AI prompt once, save it as a skill, and reuse it with a single click across any web page or tab. Instead of retyping calculate protein macros for this recipe, every time you browse food blogs, you save it and invoke it with a / or +. Plus, early testers are using Skills for nutritional analysis, side-by-side product comparisons across multiple tabs, and scanning long documents. Google also launched a skills library with ready-to-use templates for productivity, shopping, budgeting, and more. You can customize any preset skill to fit your workflow. This is practical automation for anyone who finds themselves copy-pasting the same prompts into ChatGPT or Gemini repeatedly. If you run a service business and frequently ask AI to draft proposal summaries, estimate project timelines, or extract action items from meeting notes, Skills turns those into one-click operations. The feature is rolling out now to Chrome desktop users with language set to English, US. Source: Google AI blog source. TechCrunch source: The Verge. The business impact. If you or your team use AI-assisted research, content creation, or data extraction regularly, Skills cuts your workflow friction. Set it up once, deploy it across your organization, and reclaim the time spent formatting the same requests. Next section, tools and launches. Zapier, N8N, and the low-code automation landscape. In 2026, Zapier published a roundup of the 7 best low-code automation platforms, and the list reflects where AI orchestration is heading. Zapier itself leads for AI agent builders with MCP integration and access to 9,000+ apps. N8N is the choice for self-hosted workflows. UiPath handles RPA and legacy systems. Microsoft Power Automate dominates Microsoft ecosystems. Tray focuses on AI agents, and Appian targets enterprise-grade business process automation. If you're a small business owner considering automation, the core decision is whether you need cloud simplicity, Zapier, or self-hosted control, N8N. All platforms now require AI capabilities as table stakes. Source: Zapier blog. HoloTab by H Company. AI browser companion. H Company launched HoloTab, an AI browser companion. Details are sparse, but the Hugging Face blog post indicates it's another entry in the AI-native browser race alongside OpenAI's Atlas, Perplexity's Comet, and the browser company's Dia. If you're evaluating AI browsers, wait for reviews before migrating your workflow. Source: Hugging Face blog. AI agent frameworks. LangGraph and the open-source stack. Zapier broke down the major AI agent frameworks, LangGraph, LangChain extensions, and others, for teams building autonomous systems. These frameworks provide reusable building blocks for planning, tool use, memory, and handoffs between agents. If you're a developer or technical founder considering agent-based automation, the framework you pick determines what your agents can remember, which APIs they can call, and how well you can debug them when they fail. LangGraph uses a graph-based architecture with stateful workflows and human-in-the-loop controls. Source: Zapier blog. AI agent evaluation. Test before you deploy. Zapier published a guide on how to test and improve AI agents before letting them loose on real customers or data. The key insight: sandbox tests do not reveal real-world failure modes. You need to test agents against missing fields, rate limits, and ambiguous user requests. Evaluation measures tool selection, input handling, error recovery, and overall task completion. If you're deploying agents in production, build an evaluation pipeline that surfaces what breaks before users do. Source: Zapier blog. Revenue intelligence platforms. Clary, Gong, HubSpot Sales Hub. Zapier reviewed the 6 best revenue intelligence platforms for 2026. These tools ingest every sales call, email, and interaction, then tell you what's really happening in your pipeline instead of the optimistic version reps enter into the CRM, customer relationship management. Clary leads for predictive forecasting. Gong dominates conversation intelligence. HubSpot Sales Hub is the all-in-one choice for SMBs and mid-market teams. If your sales team's revenue projections differ wildly from reality, revenue intelligence software fixes that by automating activity capture and deal risk scoring. Source: Zapier blog. CRM system examples. What CRMs actually do? Zapier published concrete CRM workflows showing what these systems do when used properly. The core insight: a CRM's job is not contact management, it's coordination. It gives sales, marketing, and service teams a shared view of the customer, so they stop duplicating work and customers stop repeating themselves. If your team manages deals in spreadsheets or personal notebooks, a CRM centralizes that data and makes "Where do we stand?" a question with an actual answer. Source: Zapier blog. Free accounting software for Mac? Wave, Zoho Books, Manager Small Business Trends compiled the 10 best free accounting software options for Mac users. Wave offers unlimited invoicing and estimates without monthly fees, making it ideal for freelancers and small businesses. Zoho Books is perfect for micro businesses with up to 1,000 invoices. Manager provides robust offline access and extensive features. If you're a Mac-based solopreneur looking for free accounting tools, start with Wave. Source: Small Business Trends. Jira alternatives. Zoho Sprints, Trello, Hive. Zapier reviewed the 7 best Jira alternatives for teams seeking simpler project management or lower costs. Zoho Sprints leads for DevOps work management. Is the choice for product development. Trello is perfect for small teams who love Kanban. Hive offers a centralized AI project planner. If Jira's learning curve and customization overhead are blocking your team's productivity, consider these alternatives. Source: Zapier blog. Trello deep dive. Boards, lists, cards, and 16 use case examples. Zapier published a comprehensive guide on how to use Trello, with 16 board examples ranging from project management to CRM to content calendars. Trello is a visual Kanban-style tool where you drag cards between lists as work progresses. If you need something visual, collaborative, and searchable for managing tasks, Trello is straightforward and free for basic use. Premium plans add timeline, calendar, and table views. Source: Zapier blog. Source: Zapier blog. Next section: Business Playbook. HubSpot's AEO case study. How they became the #1 CRM in AI search. HubSpot documented how they became the most visible CRM in AI-powered search results. ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity. They saw a 1,850% increase in qualified leads from AI, and those leads converted at 3 times the rate of traditional organic search. Their strategy had 3 pillars: on-site content optimization, ultra-specific content for buyer personas, off-site amplification, external presence across sources AI trains on, and community engagement. The big insight: answer engines, AI tools, struggle to cite your content unless you create hyper-personalized pages matching specific queries like, "Will HubSpot work for my business?" They used AI to generate industry-specific solutions pages at scale, cited their case studies and reviews, and tracked 4 core metrics: answer engine visibility, share of voice, citations, and citation share. Source: HubSpot marketing. If you run a B2B software as a service, business, or sell any tool with multiple use cases, this playbook applies. Create industry-specific landing pages, optimize for AI citations, and measure your visibility in AI-generated answers. Buyers are using ChatGPT and Perplexity to compare products. If you're not showing up there, you're invisible. EO vs. Geo. Answer engine optimization vs. generative engine optimization. HubSpot clarified the distinction between AEO and Geo. AEO optimizes for direct answers in search results, featured snippets, people also ask, knowledge panels. Geo optimizes for brand citations in AI-generated summaries, Google AI overviews, Perplexity, ChatGPT. The difference: AEO optimizes for answers, Geo optimizes for citations. Both require structured content and clear entities. Brands need both because 72% of consumers intend to rely more heavily on AI-powered search when shopping. Source: HubSpot marketing. Source: HubSpot marketing. SEO audits in 2026. Beyond Blue Links, HubSpot published a guide on running SEO audits that account for AI search. A modern audit goes beyond traditional rankings and now includes entity signals, brand visibility in AI answers, and how well content performs in generative engines. Quick wins: remove thin or outdated pages, fix noindex tags and broken links, compress images, and check Google Business Profile accuracy. If your SEO strategy hasn't adapted to AI search, you're optimizing for a shrinking slice of traffic. Source: HubSpot marketing. Workflow automation vs. orchestration. Architectural differences at scale. N8N published a detailed breakdown of the architectural differences between workflow automation and orchestration. Workflow automation handles individual tasks, stateless execution, trigger-based, sequential logic. Orchestration coordinates multiple tasks into end-to-end processes with centralized state management, cross-domain coordination, and deep observability. The key insight: Orchestration solves the double execution problem by tracking which steps succeeded, enabling precise recovery from failure points. If you're building complex business processes, you need orchestration, not just automation. Source: N8M blog. Next section, Pricing and Access Watch. Small business tax rates. C Corp at 21%, pass-through entities at 10.37%. Small business trends, summarized current small business tax rates. C corporations face a flat federal tax rate of 21%, but dividends are subject to double taxation. Pass-through entities, sole proprietorships, partnerships, S corporations, LLC, are taxed at the owner's personal income tax rate, 10.37%. The qualified business income, QBI, deduction allows eligible pass-through entity owners to deduct up to 20% of their qualified business income. State corporate tax rates vary widely, Florida and Texas at 0%, California at 8.84%, New Jersey up to 11.5%. If you're choosing a business structure, the tax implications are significant. Source: Small Business Trends. How to become self-employed. Step-by-step guide. Small Business Trends published a guide on becoming self-employed, covering business idea definition, market research, business plan creation, choosing a business structure, and managing finances and taxes. Key steps: identify your skills and passions, research market demand, define your unique value proposition, and separate personal and business accounts. If you're considering self-employment, the guide is a practical starting point. Source: Small Business Trends. Next section, Industry Moves. Apple blocks vibe coding apps from the App Store. Apple removed vibe coding apps, Anything, Replit, Vibecode from the App Store or paused their updates, citing Developer Agreement Clause 2.5.2, which prevents apps from downloading, installing, or executing code. Anything was removed twice. Apple told the company the app could be used to download malicious code or let users build harmful apps, sideload them, and claim they passed app review. Anything's co-founder said the company is now building a desktop companion app and exploring Android as a more open platform. The information reported that AI-powered coding tools caused an 84% jump in app submissions in a single quarter, which may force Apple to change its human-led review processes. Source: TechCrunch. If you're building AI-powered dev tools for mobile, Apple's stance is clear. They won't allow tools that generate and execute code on iOS devices. Build for desktop or Android instead. Attacks on Sam Altman's home highlight escalating AI backlash. A 20-year-old allegedly threw a Molotov cocktail at OpenAI CEO Sam Altman's home after writing about fears that the AI race would cause human extinction. 2 days later, Altman's home was targeted again. An Indianapolis councilman reported 13 shots fired at his door with a note reading "No data centers" after supporting a rezoning petition for a data center developer. The vast majority of AI resistance is nonviolent, but these incidents suggest an escalation. Groups advocating against accelerated AI development explicitly denounced violence. Source: The Verge. Google's SynthID watermarking system, reverse-engineered or not? A software developer claims to have reverse-engineered Google DeepMind's SynthID watermarking system, which embeds near-invisible watermarks in AI-generated images. The developer, Alashtani, open-sourced the work on GitHub, claiming all it required was 200 Gemini-generated images, signal processing, and way too much free time. Google spokesperson Mariam Khan disputes the claim. It is incorrect to say this tool can systematically remove SynthID watermarks. SynthID is a robust, effective watermarking tool for AI-generated content. Alashtani says the system is genuinely good engineering and couldn't fully remove the watermark, only confused decoders. Source: The Verge. OpenAI expands trusted access for cyber program with GPT-5. For cyber, OpenAI introduced GPT-5 for cyber to vetted defenders as part of its trusted access for cyber program. The model is designed for cybersecurity professionals and strengthens safeguards as AI cybersecurity capabilities advance. Simon Willison noted that the UK's AI Safety Institute found that Claude Mythos Preview is exceptionally effective at identifying security vulnerabilities, and the more tokens, money spent, the better the results. This creates an economic incentive to spend as much as possible on security reviews. Open source libraries become more valuable because the tokens spent securing them are shared across all users. Source: OpenAI blog source, Simon Willison. Google brings Gemini personal intelligence to India. Google launched Gemini's personal intelligence feature in India, letting users connect their Google accounts, Gmail, Google Photos, and ask personalized questions. Examples: what are my travel plans for Jaipur? Or referencing recent YouTube videos for ideas. At launch, the feature is limited to AI Pro and AI Ultra users, with plans to expand to free users in coming weeks. Google cautioned that Gemini may struggle with timing, nuance, or relationship changes, like divorces. Source: TechCrunch. Strictly VC San Francisco event. TDK Ventures, Replit, Forum AI TechCrunch announced the first Strictly VC event of 2026 in San Francisco on April 30. Speakers include TDK Ventures President Nicholas Sovich, who has backed 52 startups and 3 unicorns. Campbell Brown, co-founder and CEO of Forum AI, focused on making AI platforms more trustworthy, and Amjad Mased, co-founder and CEO of Replit. If you're in the Bay Area and working on AI or dev tools, the event is worth attending for insights and networking. Source: TechCrunch. Science Corporation, Max Hodx Company, prepares first human brain sensor implant. Max Hodx Science Corporation enlisted Yale Medical School's Dr. Murat Gunal to lead the first U.S. human trials for its biohybrid brain-computer interface. The company raised $230 million at a $1.5 billion valuation. Its most advanced product is Prima, a device for restoring vision in people with macular degeneration. Hodx Bigger Vision, creating reliable communication links between computers and the human brain using lab-grown neurons instead of metal probes or electrodes. Gunal says the biohybrid approach avoids the brain damage caused by conventional electrode-based systems. Source: TechCrunch. Next section: Quick Wins. Save your repetitive AI prompts as Chrome skills if you use Gemini or ChatGPT for repetitive tasks. Summarizing meeting notes, extracting action items, calculating ROI, return on investment, drafting proposal summaries, save those prompts as Chrome skills. Type the prompt once, save it, and invoke it with a // or ++ across any web page. Google's skills library includes ready-to-use templates for productivity, shopping, budgeting, and more. Start with the presets, customize them to your workflow, and reclaim the time spent reformatting the same requests. Source: Google AI blog. Audit your SEO for AI search visibility. Run an SEO audit that includes AI search visibility. Check if your brand appears in ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity responses for queries related to your product or service. If not, create industry-specific landing pages, optimize for structured data, schema markup, and build external citations on sites AI models train on: Reddit, Quora, industry forums, review sites. HubSpot's Playbook. Create ultra-specific content answering, "Will your product work for my business?" for each buyer persona. Source: HubSpot Marketing. Next section: Outlook. 3 patterns stand out this week. First, AI prompts are becoming reusable shortcuts. Google's skills in Chrome, agent frameworks, and workflow automation platforms all point to the same insight. The AI tools you use repeatedly should be one-click operations, not manual reentry. Second, Apple's crackdown on vibe coding apps signals friction between AI-powered development tools and platform gatekeepers. Developers building AI code generators for mobile will need to navigate increasingly strict App Store policies or shift to desktop and web. Third, AI search is reshaping marketing. HubSpot's AEO case study proves that AI referrals convert better than traditional search, but only if your content is optimized for citations in AI-generated answers. If your SEO strategy hasn't adapted to answer engines, you're optimizing for a shrinking channel. Watch for more brands documenting their AEO strategies and tools for measuring AI search visibility. That concludes today's AI Business Brief. From Carolina Clear Tech. Stay smart, stay ahead.